tire was in the air.
Back there, Tyler?
Yeah, we're back here.
Good. Okay, so we're starting to go through it here. We have a coolant leak in the back. There's a pretty significant air leak coming from the skimmer valve for the shutdown. The airbag suspension leaks down very, very quickly. We got a wheel bearing issue on the front left. There's a leaky wheel seal on the front right. I like the way the ladder folds up on it. That's cool. We don't all have that. Okay, so here's our list. Let's see what we got. We're going to do main bearings, rod bearings. Check out the throttle, the turbo. Either half or 9/16. I grab an extension too, a longer one. A couple of big metal chunks. This is what came out of the magnet on the oil drain pan. So pretty good sized little chunks were over there. A shorter rubber. Just wiggle it and it should come off now that you have the top end off. See how easy it is to squeeze it and pull it back apart. It's got some resistance. I don't know. Definitely harder that way, huh? Yeah. So we had a leaky wheel seal, pretty good wheel seal leak on this side. Getting that cleaned up and everything fixed up on there. The bearings were a little bit out of adjustment, but they all look like they're in good shape. There's some heat checking in these front brakes, but nothing to be overly concerned about on this one. And on the other side, same thing, the wheel seal leak was just starting. Bearings were slightly out of adjustment. Bearings and races look good. A little bit of heat checking, a little bit more excessive in this one, but none of them are like gaping holes, cracks. A couple of them pretty significant though. So we're replacing main bearings on the 6v92.
big tread around the center. And you have to put it into a flat tire, basically, it's passenger side with the line tapping that on the passenger side.
Which side has the tab?
This side.
Okay. Almost all the way, one shot. Definitely pretty worn. I'm gonna catch a fingernail on that stuff too.
Hey, Dad?
Yes. Okay. Here's all of our rod bearings. In order from 6 down to 1. Swear jar. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Several things you can definitely catch a fingernail on. Hold on. All of that funky stuff there. That big goober in there. Definitely starting to wear through. Well, not only were they oil soaked, but they're also very thin. This is a new one. That's how thin it was. By the time you get to the rivet head, it wasn't gonna be long before we were hitting the rivet head there. And the fact that they're oil soaked too. Just made it a no-brainer to replace them. And then we're also replacing this drum because it has some pretty good heat checking going on. Yeah, the front drum does not have any of that heat checking. It's crazy. My guess is it's been replaced before. Okay, got the brand new pretty brakes on this side. Tyler pinched his finger real bad when we were putting these clamshells together. This dust cover in the back got him. He's probably gonna lose a fingernail for sure. You got it good. Step and hold it. Release. Release. Okay, do it again, Hunter. This side is not moving at all. Release. Step on it. Okay, we got some investigating to do. Thank you. The S-cam is completely seized up. Tyler's changing the air dryer cartridge on his 82 dryer. See, there's a big metal ring that you pop off and then that inside part comes off. And then it threads out on the inside.
Yeah, I just moved it back and forth.
There's definitely a lot of moisture on the cartridge there. There's a core charge for it too. But yeah, everything's the same with the new one. Threads up in there. Definitely oozing some shit. Comes with a new O-ring. There's an O-ring already on the canister itself, and then this O-ring goes across the seal at the end. And that metal split ring down there, that big one, that's what locks it in. Back there in the back. So he's screwing the new one in right now. And we got one O-ring to replace on that. And we'll go back together. So we've got brand new Coney shocks going on everywhere. We've got the drive, the tag, and the steer axles all getting shocks, so 6 of them total. Adjusting all the brakes, replacing some brake hoses. He's already replaced the airbags recently. We had some leaking and inoperable coolant circulation pumps, the pumps that circulate the coolant up to the front. One goes to the driver's compartment heat, driver area, and the other one goes to the center of the bus. So we added those 2 new pumps there. I fixed those. Had to drain the coolant to do that, and then obviously we did main bearings, rod bearings. I don't know if I remember if I did a video of them or not, but. Yeah. Yep. The shutdown solenoid was leaking air out of it too, so we had to put a GM type style on there. So we got that plumbed in, so it'll trigger the shutdown on the governor. Triggers that little air solenoid there. That shuts it down. This brake hose is leaking too. Couldn't hear it on the initial one because the other hose was leaking much worse.
Hit the brakes.
Step on it. Start it one more time and then shut it off real quick. I didn't see it that time, but holy cow, I definitely saw it. Okay, come on out. Yeah. So that ground strap there is what's on the other side of that bolt that was throwing sparks when we tried to start it. So we removed it and cleaned everything up, cleaned the mount for it, cleaned the strap for it. No more sparkies. Pretty close over here. Probably need to go that way a little bit. How's his mirror looking, Tony? That way? Nope, the other way. There you go. Now you can cut it. Did you guys torque your tag wheels?
Yes.
Okay. Because we didn't torque them yesterday because the airbags weren't inflated on the tags, so they weren't touching the ground.
Better double check. I think that we did.
Is your tag inflated now?
Yes.
Doesn't sound like we bumped the idle up at all by tightening that pedal, which that was what my concern was by going too tight with it.
Good. I know we tightened the tag on the driver's side. I can't be clear on the passenger side. I'm sure we did, but I should double check.
Feel free to get on it a little bit here just to see how that throttle response feels.
Feels good.
Did you see any boost number? Did you
It went up to 10, but it was climbing fast.
Yeah. I know you have a little rock chip over here that I
In the
mentioned.
window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to try and fix them before they turn into cracks.
My Jake's not kicking in.
There it went, right?
Going to Muddy Duck.
Yeah. Turbo boost?
15 and climbing.
Drop to 20 today because we're school zone time.
There it is. And you can tell I've been camping here for a week.
Yeah. Climbs like nothing.
There it is.
Is this thing straight piped?
No, it's got a short resonator on it, but it's getting to a point where it's borderline too loud. Especially at 5 a.m. when you're leaving early, it's a little bit too loud. I like the sound, but
Oh, it sounds awesome, but yeah, it's a
other
little
people don't. Other people do not. To the left here again?
Yes.
Okay.
So it feels nice and responsive. That you
Yes.
definitely have more power again.
Yes.
How was our oil pressure running when we were up at RPM? Did you happen to notice? Or
Yeah, it was still cold. It was like 45.
it's about 45 right now?
No, right now it's like almost 60.
Yeah, that's what I should see.
In the shop at Idaho it's 45 when it was first.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to know what's up at RPM. That's what we need to see.
Yeah, it's just it's under 60.
That's good.
Is that contributing because of new variants?
Yes. So what RPM are your Jakes cutting out at?
15.
Oh, jeez. What an idiot. Brakes work.
Brakes work very nice. And they worked good before. And they're working very nice. I mean, nice touch. Like before I was here, I was getting up to 20 going up this hill. So
Oh, well.
but it's we'll test it out on the hill, and I'm sure I'll get 20 out of the hill. It seems like I get more turbo pressure when I'm pulling the load.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's a lot more fuel going through.
We get a running start at this time. I've always stopped at the bottom. Ready?
Yep. You might want to wait till you get around the corner good.
That low boy driver was right in his mud.
He was right in it,
He
man.
was a good driver. He made it happen for us.
They want this big of a running start. And it's at a land speed record. Can you see your boost or no?
60. Oh! Can you get by there?
I think so, yeah. So was 18 about the highest you saw in boost then?
Yeah.
How, maybe change your fuel filters would be the next step.
Okay.
It's a good thing that guy wasn't
Coming down.
30 seconds ahead of where he's at. I'll just have you park outside the shop, I think.
Okay.
There's room for everybody to get their shit around. So we weren't getting full throttle on here. I had him step on the pedal and then I could push the linkage further. So I took this little nut here and we moved it a total of 5 revolutions to shorten it up, enough so it's not affecting the idle on there, and then when he steps on the pedal, we get full throttle. There's the new oil pan back on. We got new main bearings, rod bearings all done, and took a minute to just clean up the rusty old oil pan, and he primed it and painted it, and it helped now tracking some oil leaks and stuff too. It looks real good. We drove it yesterday and there's only a couple little drips under here. The hydraulic fan has a slight leak over there, which we've known about, and the oil pressure sending unit over here has a little bit of leak that needs to get replaced. Got plenty of room on this side, tons of room over there, not here. There you go. You got it. There's easily a foot there, and we have about 6 inches on that side. Looking good. Cut it all the way. Probably not. Everything goes okay. Test drive number 2. Just need to cut that one little cedar tree right there, and I'll open up that corner another couple feet. Testing your parking brake?
Put my tag down.
Oh. You want to test your emergency brake? Hit it.
This one, you mean?
Yeah. The parking brake. Let you know how well it stops you. People think it's like slamming on the brakes. It's not quite like that.
Want me to try it?
Oh, you can.
Not gonna hurt that?
Yeah. So it brings you to a stop, but it's not like you jack the brakes hard.
I thought it would lock them up.
Yeah.
It's designed not to do that?
It's only 60 psi of pressure on that spring.
I didn't know that.
when you're full braking on the road, you get about 120 psi going to those brake shoes.
It's good to know. I thought it would lock it up.
Yeah. You can also kind of drive out of it. So say you're losing air pressure and you don't want it to just leave you stranded in the middle of the highway. Nail your throttle to fight against it to get off of the road
I see.
while you're still moving. Your throttle might not be able to do it from a stop, but while you're still moving, you got the momentum to do it. And don't drive for miles like that. I'm just saying immediately
Just to get
to the shoulder.
I understand.
Turbo boost.
10, 15.
Yeah, better stop the test.
It's too early in the morning. I'm not.
This is too curvy of a road.
Yeah, I love this road. To be honest with you, it's a nice grade, some winding tree.
I think we're only a week or two away from having leaves on these trees too.
Yeah, beautiful. You sure get an agility test when you come in here. You got a big sharp turn here, another sharp turn, so you do a driving test also.
Yeah, and a couple of crazy hills, some steep grades.
Tony's making it easier for us to get around.
Yeah, that might be a number you might have to wait to see on the highway.
Okay. You notice some oil on my turbo? You said my turbo fins were oily?
They were dirty. So they were dark in color, like 30 mile an hour speed limit here, and they're pretty strict about it. Yeah, like your air filter had passed some dirt through it.
Sheriff.
Yeah. Technically, you have two mufflers, though, just so you know. Because the turbo counts as a muffler.
Good.
Yep.
You just have to convince the police of that when you get stopped.
That's correct. They should have a green light too. Oh, you're waving me on.
We should be used to buses coming through here by now. What happened to the Muddy Duck? Wasn't the Muddy Duck right there?
Yeah. I think COVID happened to it.
I bet you.
Sounds good.
So what you're seeing, there's nothing that I could upgrade that turbo, or it's in good shape.
I mean, there's some wear. We wiggled the end of it. There's definitely a little bit of play, but it's not like it's touching the sides or anything yet. It's probably still got 50,000 miles or more left in it. It's not a cheap item to replace, and the quality of the reman stuff that's out there, it's a crapshoot. If you're gonna, I would rather stick with an older one that's a little bit worn.
Can you get original part for that?
Oh, you can, but it's probably $5,000. As compared to a reman, that's about $1,500. So, let's see what kind of boost we got here if we want to test it.
15.
Going up?
Yeah, it's 17. It just gets about 19 and then it shifts and it goes back down.
Yeah, your transmission doesn't do you any favors there, but 19 ain't bad.
I'll take it.
I think you'll see 20 on the highway.
I agree, yeah, because I seen that on the way down, especially during a downshift.
Yeah.
Truck right on my tail.
You want to stop at the light, put your transmission down in low gear, and then really watch your turbo boost going up the hill. I think you'll see a good number.
Okay, put it low right here.
Yeah.
By the light. Right down at first, huh?
Yep. Right here, if you got it floored, you should see a pretty good boost number.
I'm at 19. Just under 20. There's 20. Hit 20 right there.
Yeah.
There's 20.
I knew it had it in it.
That's good to see.
If you wish, you can take the road here, and if you're wanting to not go into the,
I can go wrong?
you will make it, yeah.
Okay.
But whichever way you want to go.
It's hard enough?
It is harder. Oh, the ground's hard, yeah. This is the way we used to go all the time.
Okay.
You just got to watch the inside corner here on the left. You can go wide. We actually have concrete poured on the outside edge there, so you can take your wheels pretty wide there.
Okay.
not even that.
Is it north of the city?
Yeah. Okay. Once you
Clean-
get through
clean
Little
the rust
Road,
out?
it's like
Trying
right
to.
on the edge of the city.
No job too small,
You
right?
got that all stage and you kind of get.
Yeah, that's what we.
You can see that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees. And from a mile away, you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain, there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.